Welcome to Hindu Infopedia, your genuine info source. We continue to investigate the unrest in France. This is the 10th episode of the analysis. France's September 2025 protests were not new unrest. They were the continuation of July's riots, disguised under the softer label of labor action. At their core lies demographic continuity. The same neighborhoods, the same actors, and the same demographic pressures resurfacing under a more acceptable name. Media framing and political ambiguity tried to provide cover, but geography and tactics make the continuity undeniable. To understand September 2025, we need to look beyond surface labels. Just as earlier entries in the sacred texts versus universal rights series have shown, what matters is not how unrest is described, but how demographics drive it. In International Law Under Siege, Human Rights Paradox, and Religious Demographics in Action, the constant thread was continuity. Surface narratives shifted, but demographic anchors remained in place. The same logic applies here. September's protests were not fresh upheaval, but the next chapter in a demographic strategy already visible in July's violence. This analysis ties directly to previous work in the series. Earlier blogs showed how doctrines like taqiyya reshape law, how selective rights protections distort norms, and how demographic concentrations alter balance across Europe. Two blogs, Religious Demographics in Action and its sequel, focused squarely on France, demonstrating how concentrated populations translate into street power, media leverage, and political pressure. That thread now continues, with demographic continuity linking July's riots and September's so-called labor protests. Supporting pieces like Islam religion in media and religious tolerance algorithms explained how digital platforms and narrative framings cloak raw demographic strength. Abrahamic Religions Alliance showed how this extends beyond France into global templates. And the broader demographic series, Population Growth or Jihad, Population Trends, and the Power of Belief, Fertility and Faith, and Population Dividend or Demographic Risk, revealed how concentrated numbers become the most decisive political weapon. France's September 2025 protests are the latest demonstration of this reality. When nearly 200 protesters were arrested across France on September 10th, during the Block Everything movement, media focused on union organizing and left-wing activism. What they omitted was more revealing. The geographic precision of the protests. The same localities that burned in July reignited in September. Marseille, Seine-Saint-Denis, Roubaix, Lille, Nanterre, Toulouse. And now, Place des Fêtes in Paris's 19th arrondissement. This neighborhood borders Seine-Saint-Denis and shares the same demographic profile. It is no coincidence that protests staged here had both symbolic reach into central Paris and operational bases in the banlieue. Media reports spoke vaguely of the gates of the capital, avoiding the word Seine-Saint-Denis, though it remains France's most concentrated Muslim-majority department. By contrast, when French farmers blocked roads earlier in the year, coverage named every village and sector. With demographic pressure, geography suddenly became too sensitive to mention. What hasn't changed between July and September is the demographic makeup of the areas driving unrest. In the 19th arrondissement, North African and Muslim populations exceed 25%. In Seine-Saint-Denis, the figure rises close to 30%. These concentrations are not random. They are the demographic foundation sustaining the continuity of unrest. The transformation from migrant riots in July to labor protests in September reflects strategic dissimulation. The same communities operating from the same basis rebranded territorial pressure as labor organizing. In July, the labels were youth unrest, socio-economic hardship, or spontaneous anger. In September, the vocabulary shifted to labor organizing, anti-government protest, and union solidarity. The actors stayed the same, only the packaging evolved. Digital coordination followed the same pattern. The Block Everything campaign was born online during the summer, the very period of July's riots. Direct confrontation had drawn negative coverage. Online mobilization under labor slogans drew sympathy. The shift demonstrates strategic learning. By September, unions and left-wing groups became vehicles of legitimacy. Territorial campaigns, once condemned as criminal violence, now wore the cloak of political dissent. This represents the ultimate goal of narrative dissimulation, advancing strategic objectives while preserving deniability. If the video helped you get meaningful information, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.